swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us.
Welcome back into the second set of the J. Rouse Show. And of course, you can reach the show at the JRouseShowAlive.com, JRouseShowAlive.com. We have breaking news.
Yo, Jay, before you get into that, man, we have some corrections we have to make. You made a couple of errors during the lag segment, yo.
What's the correction, Bookie?
You said that Kathleen Sebelius was being confirmed or being considered for DHS. It's actually HHS, Department of Health and Human Services, yo.
I stand corrected, sir. Are you done?
Yes, I am.
Jeez. Thank you for correcting me, Bookie. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Have a nice day. Go back to sleep. Do what you do.
Bye.
Breaking news. The Republicans have finally confirmed Kathleen Sebelius to be the Human Health and Human Services Secretary. Did I get it right that time there, Bookie?
Yes, you did. Good job, yo.
Okay, we'll just say the HHS Secretary. How about that? Does that work for you?
You got it, yo. Wow. Carry on.
So anyway, they approved her. And it took a crisis for them to get off their duff to approve this woman to be the Secretary of HHS. You know, once again, when do we realize, folks, that we need to put governing first before these ideological stuff? I mean, it's like she's pro-choice. She's always been pro-choice. I mean, is that a newsflash? Because you and I don't agree on the same thing doesn't necessarily mean you can't do the job. I mean, I'm once again, it's the Republicans, the party of no. And they're wondering why only 21%, is it 21% or 31%? Book, check that. Are identifying themselves as Republicans. I think it's 21%. I think it's 36% for the Democrats and it's 38% for the Independents. They are a party who have lost their way. They have no clue. Now, this swine flu thing, now all of a sudden, folks on Fox News, Fix News, they are blaming, illegal immigration, Hispanics, for this disease. You can't make it up. They're blaming illegal aliens, Mexicans, for transporting this flu when the Department of, what is it called, the CDC or whatever it's called, the Department of Controlled Diseases or whatever it's called, the CDC, whatever. Those guys have confirmed that there were a class of Catholic children who went to Mexico on a trip who brought the stuff back to the United States. United States citizens bringing back the flu. And boy, I tell you, Fox, all of a sudden, you're bringing illegal aliens. They're bringing destruction to our nation. These people are idiots. Oh, my goodness. It's amazing to listen to the Republicans and how, they're flailing. They are lost in the sauce, okay? Lost in the sauce. Now, my neighbor, a little boy, I think he had that swine flu. Now, keep in mind, like the president said, don't panic, okay? You can't catch this by eating swine. You could probably die of, high blood pressure, whatever the case may be, but, eating swine will not get the flu. It's contagious, human-to-human contact, so they tell you just use best practices when it comes to hygiene. Make sure you wash your hands when you're outside or whatever the case may be. Just practice cleanliness, something that I need to try to preach around this house. The JRouseShowAlive.com. So, Arlen Specter is a Democrat. Wow. I don't know if that's good news or bad news. Me personally, after looking at everything, I think the guy switched parties because he knew he couldn't win in his Republican primary. So now he's going to use, in my opinion, he's going to use the president. He's going to use, the governor of Pennsylvania to get elected, and then he's going to go back to the Senate and do what he's always been doing. I don't know if he's going to, my question is, if he is serious about being a Democrat, okay, and Minnesota resolve their situation, between Franken and Coleman, guess what? The Democrats will have 60 seats, a filibuster-proof Senate, where they can just move stuff. But the million-dollar question is will a guy vote Democratic? That remains to be seen. It really does. So I don't know, everyone is hooping and hollering and they're all grateful and happy and all this other good stuff. But, will a guy vote Democratic? So, should we be happy that he's, on the Republican, on the Democratic side of the fence, or should we say, here we go again, this guy is just using. Now, keep in mind what I found out earlier today by listening to Andrea Mitchell, one of my favorite correspondents out there, and the host of Andrea Mitchell Reports. The guy was a Democrat, I guess, originally. And then he moved to become a Republican when it was best for him, when it was advantageous for him in his political career. And so now, once again, he's in a situation where he's saying, look, we can't beat him. We need to join him. So once again, he's making the move because it's advantageous for his political career. And I'm going to have to agree with some of the Republicans out there saying, hey, look, let's just call this what it is. The guy can't win in the GOP primary, so he needs to put the old D by his name so he can get that support by a very popular president in a state that President Barack Obama has turned blue. So, I don't know. We have to check this out for further detail and see how true this is, because I'm going to side on the GOP's side on this one and call him what it is. I think the guy is just used. Now, if he's thinking, look, my ideas are more in line with the Democratic Party, that's one thing. But to say I'm a Democrat just because you can get the Democratic support and get the Democratic vote in a state that has that during the presidential primary between Clinton and Obama, registered, I think, over 200,000 Republicans changed their registration. So now you're trying to dip into that market. I don't know. We need to proceed with caution. Now, changing gears here for a second. I really and truly believe in standing by your man. Well, in my case, standing by your woman, because I don't get down like that. But you know what? That reminds me of something that we need to talk about. Something that I said a few shows back about, gays and I thought I was being sincere, but apparently I struck a nerve because I received emails out the kazoo. I'm going to talk about that a little bit during the last segment. But anyway, I've digressed. I believe in standing by your man or your better half. Maybe I should say that's the politically correct thing to say. But this female, that's the fiance of the Craiglist killer, she is standing by her man, even though evidence shows that this guy killed the young lady, which was fine, by the way, robbed another young lady, right? They found, personal effects from both the victims in this guy's possession at his house. They found a murder weapon in his house. Then they found some dudes he was picking up online, right? Which he sent, provocative pictures to these guys that he was trying to pick up online and rob or whatever. He was living a double life, and she is still supporting him. What the hell is wrong with her? What is up with these women who get these guys and it's like they're blind? It's the same thing with the Drew Peterson situation, the girl who wants to marry him. Are you nuts? Are you listening to the news? Then you get the situation with the Kaylee Anthony situation where the parents, they believe in their daughter unequivocally. And I'm telling you, she did it. What is wrong with these people? Sweetheart, wake up, smell the coffee. The guy is a murderer and you need to cut him loose. He even told his own family, hey, look, leave town, forget about me, I'm done. Third set of the J. Rouse Show coming up. I want you to stay right here. Keep it right here. One more segment left.